first episode of the podcast 20 for 2020. 220s, you know. Okay.
That's how you do that. That's how you do that.
Did you see the last Star Wars?
The last Star Wars, the one that everyone shitted on, right?
Yeah.
No, I didn't see that. I keep getting mixed reviews. Well, no one says it's good, but everyone says if you go in like with anticipating for it to go bad, then it's not that bad.
I gave it like a 7 out of 10. I know Stuart and Jose, they said, oh, it's a 10 out of 10. And I had people say it was like, oh, it's the worst Star Wars. Not the worst, but it's like the worst out of the three, I guess.
I've heard that though. I've heard some people say that it's like the worst one.
I'm like, I don't know if it's worse than the prequels, but has good fighting, has, I think they just missed some stuff, like at the end, spoiler alert, I don't know if, Rey has like all these, Jedis talking to her, but we can't see the Jedis. I would like to see, if all the Jedi ghosts like are right behind her.
Huh.
It's like, cause we just hear their voices, we hear the voice like Mace Windu, like all these other Jedis, Luke Skywalker, everybody. But I would like to see like the Force Ghosts, cause like what's like the most Force Ghosts we've seen in a movie, like 2, 3 at most.
We saw like what, Qui-Gon?
Yeah.
Like Phantom Menace, and then Yoda. I think on
was
it Return of the Jedi?
But it's like 4, like, but I would like to see like all of them. I don't need to see them like with the lightsabers, but maybe it would be cool just to have like, imagine that cast shot of just all the Jedi's right behind her, giving her the Force just to be what's his name, the Emperor.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, to defeat the Emperor at the end, and then a lot of controversy was with like the kiss or whatever, with Rey and Kylo Ren. It was kind of like
that happened.
Yeah, I don't feel like it was earned.
That's weird.
Because it wasn't like there was no like tension or whatever. She had like more relationship with Vin.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, that all of a sudden
so they just that boy hanging like that.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
And then what's the Asian girl's name? I forgot her name. They just completely.
I'm hella bad with names.
It was like completely like they just had her in the movie because she was in the last movie. Yeah. But she had like 2 lines and she was like out of the movie. She was not even in the movie. I was like.
But she has like a bigger role now, I guess.
And she had a bigger role in the last movie, but in this movie she didn't have the role at all.
Huh.
She didn't have, because it was J.J. Abrams, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
He directed the first one. I don't think he was supposed to direct this one, but they were like, we need you to save the franchise or whatever.
And then he just shitted on it.
Because there wasn't like a cohesive, like, you know how the Marvel Universe is like, oh, Kevin Feige is like, he's the one who's drawing all the stuff. This one wasn't like, oh, this was this director, and there was this director, and now there was this director, so there was no like, cohesion, consistency or anything, so I was like, of course, you're not gonna, it's not gonna be a good Star Wars movie if you're gonna have no consistency at all.
No, for real, yeah.
Like the Marvel movies, of course, you see all the consistency throughout the whole, the 10 years or whatever. So it's like, of course, the DC universe is not cohesive. Now they're stepping away from that, but I think that they're stepping away from that, so I think that's better for the DC universe as well. Yeah. But have you seen Solo?
I have not seen them. Those are the only 2 I have not seen yet.
Solo,
the last
and
movie
then
Solo. I heard both of those sucked. Those sucked ass. But I think Childish Gambino was in it.
Yeah.
Donald Glover.
Yeah.
That's kind of why I wanted to see it, but not enough to actually fucking see it.
He's actually really good. It's on Netflix. I just watched it because I was like, oh, there's nothing on Netflix. I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah.
It was okay. Darth Maul shows up at the end. I thought he was gonna have the lightsaber, but he doesn't.
So he was just chilling like a person, or
he was like he's like at the very very last second of the movie.
Of course,
and he's like a hologram. He's not even actually there.
These dickheads.
I'm like, but no one really likes. I don't know who asked for a Han Solo movie without Harrison Ford. It's not gonna be
exactly. No, yeah.
I was like, I guess there's no like lights. He doesn't have a lightsaber. He doesn't have the Force. He doesn't have.
But he's still a big role.
He's still a big role, but it's like I would rather see a Luke Skywalker solo movie rather than Han Solo movie. I'm like, Han Solo just shoots guns.
He's just a smuggler and shit. That's it.
Yeah, I'm like,
You
oh, okay.
Shit, man, you might as well give me a Chewie movie too, dude.
That'd actually be more interesting, actually.
That's true. Because the whole planet, Kashyyyk, you know, is all Wookiees, so, like, you know, there's a lot of history back there, too. Because they used to be slaves. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Yeah, Wookiees used to be slaves and shit.
That's how they put that in the movie, kind of, but I'm like, Chewie movie would actually be way better. A Yoda they were trying to do, like, this whole universe. I think Solo killed it, thank God. They're like, oh, we're not doing that shit. Okay. They're supposed to do a Yoda movie. I don't know if you feel about that, because... Like, imagine a planet full of Yodas talking like Yoda. I'm like,
yeah, dude,
it'd be kind of annoying.
Bunch of head asses. You know?
Like, what is he saying? I don't know what he's actually saying.
Exactly, dude.
One Yoda's fine with me.
I think a bounty hunter movie would be cool.
They're supposed to do a Boba Fett, but I think they just canceled the whole thing after.
Did Mandalorian.
Yeah.
But the thing with Mandalorian is, like, Mandalorian's a race, you know, like.
Yeah.
Like, they're mercenaries now, you know, the Mandalorians, because of, like, what happened before in the war. But if they were to have, like, actual, like, a mercenary movie, or, like, just, like
Boba Fett movie or something?
You know, like, with IG-88, you know, the robot assassins. And Or was it Bosk? That'd be bad fucking ass. Badass.
The thing about Star Wars is, like, everything is canon, like, the books, the video games. Like, I can't think of any other franchise where everything is canon. Like, the Marvel Universe... Like, they have their own universe, but the comics are not canon. The books or the games are not canon.
Exactly.
Star Wars is the only one where it's canon, where it's like the comic books, the video games, the movies, everything's canon. I'm like, I can't follow up with everything.
Yeah.
What Jake was talking about, like, oh, even like the show as well is like canon too. I'm like, I'm not gonna keep up with everything.
A lot of people tell me that the show's pretty good though. The animated shows.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any of them, but
I haven't seen any of them, but they're all canon too. I'm like, so if you haven't seen this, I'm like, how do you know about this? I'm like, the yellow lightsaber. I'm like,
yeah.
I don't know anything about, because Rey at the end, she has like a yellow lightsaber. I'm like, I don't get it, but okay.
There actually used to be, I believe in the books, there was a Tusken Raider Jedi who had a yellow lightsaber. And that's the first yellow lightsaber I've ever seen ever in the history. But I didn't know Rey had a yellow one too. That's weird.
But she has like at the end or whatever, after she like defeats him or whatever. I think she's more powerful or whatever. She's like the most powerful Jedi because she has like all the Jedi. And she's like one of the only ones who's actually read the Jedi books or whatever.
No, the holocrons?
Yeah, she's like the only one who actually like read all of them. Like most of the Jedi's never read like all the books or whatever.
Fucking nerds.
So that's why I think Rey's probably the most powerful up to this point.
Maybe she's one of the only Jedis, isn't she? Like the last one?
Yeah. But like the Force Ghosts, I'm like, are they actually dead? Because they can actually like lift stuff up. They can actually catch stuff. They can actually.
Yeah,
like,
I guess like from I forgot where I read this, or someone was telling me that. I guess when you're a Force Ghost or whatever, you're like that powerful of a Jedi, I guess.
Yeah.
And you carry on that knowledge, and you're not like a sentient being almost like.
You can't really die, but like.
Yeah, exactly.
But you can actually like wield a lightsaber. You can actually use your Force to like, because in the movie, Luke is a Force Ghost and he lifts up like a whole ship or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, you can. He's not really dead, but you can't really kill him. He's like the Spectre or something or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I don't know how they explain it, or I guess we just
like,
pick up hints and like see what it does, I guess.
And the big problem with this movie was Rey. She had the power to heal, Force heal or whatever.
Yeah.
So like she killed Kylo Ren, but like she had like she was using like her Force to like heal him or whatever.
What the?
So all of a sudden,
what was
like,
the point of hitting him?
Yeah, exactly. Well, she was trying to get like him to like come to like her side or whatever. But then she was like she like Force healed him or whatever, and I was like, what the heck? Everybody was like, since when can Jedi do that? Why can't like all these other Jedi?
True. Yeah, true.
But then
they have been doing that.
Yeah.
You know?
But then someone said that she's like the only one who's been reading like the books or whatever.
Probably that bullshit.
So like, what else is in the books that we haven't really explained? Because this is like basically the 11th movie in the Star Wars thing, including Rogue One and Solo, where like anybody's like healed.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so I'm like, all of a sudden we're gonna heal people and stuff like that. Okay, that doesn't even make.
They're gonna turn into medics and all that. Nah, man.
But I really liked the movie. I gave it a 7 out of 10. If all the Force Ghosts at the end of the movie were there, like I can actually see them, not just hear them. Because you hear them, but you can't really, there's like going all one by one, you can't really tell who's who or whatever. You can tell like Samuel Jackson or whatever, but like I couldn't tell like everybody who was talking to her or whatever. She's like, "Oh, I'm with you, I'm with you, I'm with you," and I really would like to see like a whole thing of like everybody just behind her, and then like using the Force to defeat Palpatine or whatever at the end.
Yeah.
So I'm like, but do you think this is like the end of the series?
I don't know, man. I know that like in the actual like comics, I think Luke actually turned evil. Luke was I think became a Sith Lord, but not because like he got turned into the dark side. I believe a previous Sith Lord took possession of his body and he became a Sith Lord. Yeah. But that's what happened in the comics. So I was kind of anticipating like for it to go in that direction, but then they introduced Rey and they introduced all this shit. And I was like, what the fuck?
Do you know who she's related to?
She's related to Luke, isn't she?
No. You want me to spoil it for you?
Oh, yeah.
She's related to Palpatine, the Emperor.
What?
That's Palpatine is her grandpa or whatever.
What?
So her parents were like nobodies. Like when in the last movie, you know, when Kylo Ren's like, "Oh, your parents are nobody."
Yeah.
They chose to be nobody, but because they just didn't want anything to do with Palpatine or whatever.
Yeah.
So then she finds out in this movie, I think it was like a last minute thing. All of a sudden, like, "Oh, this is your grandpa" or whatever. I would have liked it if she was just a nobody. She wasn't related to this person, that person. Like, there's Jedis who are not related to people, like, or whatever.
Exactly.
Like, Obi-Wan Kenobi, he's not related to, you know, all these other people. Or So I'm like...
Because Jedi can't even marry. They can't marry or... I mean, they can have kids, obviously, but, like...
Or, like, Luke and Leia or whatever, but, like... So I'm like, I guess, you know, it's... And she had, like, lightning powers or whatever because of Palpatine or whatever in this movie.
Shit, dude.
So I was like...
That's something you learn, though. That's not something, like... I think you inherit, though. Isn't it? Force lightning?
Force lightning. But she was doing it, like, out of, like, just trying to save Chewie from... They caught Chewie and Kylo Ren was there. And then the ship... She was trying to force the ship to come down and Kylo Ren was trying to force the ship to go up. And way, and then she was like getting angry, and then she like electrocuted the ship that Chewie was on. So he died, but like I knew they were gonna retcon it or whatever, because there was no thing where like, oh, he went on a different ship. They just made it seem like, oh, he went on a different ship. Everybody saw in the theater that he went on this ship, it blew up, but somehow they sneaked him on another ship or whatever, and he died.
What?
It doesn't even make sense. I don't know. There was that part, but I would have really liked. I would have given it a 10 out of 10 also if she wasn't related to anybody, Rey.
Yeah.
That would have been cool if she wasn't related to anybody at all. I'm like, that would have been cool because then it's like, oh, everybody's related to somebody. I'm like, that doesn't even make sense. Like, who did Palpatine get with? Who did that old guy get with? Like, what the
fuck? Like, what the fuck, dude?
Who's her grandma?
That's weird. That's fucking weird.
And I'm like, no one's going to be with Palpatine or whatever or some shit like that.
Wow. No, but like in the comics, I remember I'm pretty sure that Chewie, he actually dies. He doesn't die that way. He dies at I guess Han and Chewie were doing like their last mission or something, and they were escaping a planet that was like literally about to like burst or like blow up or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I guess it wasn't enough time. Chewie like, you know, does that fucking side. You know, like, becomes a martyr. He's like, you know, go on.
Yeah.
And then the planet explodes with fucking Chewie on it. And then Han escapes. That's how Chewie originally dies in the comic books.
Well, this one he survives or whatever. I didn't like how in Solo as well they try to like play like, oh, Chewie's gonna die or whatever. Like, it's a prequel. We know that Chewie's not gonna die.
Yeah.
So I'm like, why are you playing with like, oh, we think that Chewie's actually gonna die? Like, he's not gonna die. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And like stuff like that, like the prequels, you can't really like make somebody die, like fake their death or whatever, because we know they're gonna be still gonna be alive or whatever.
Exactly.
So I don't know what Star Wars is gonna do now after I think they said this might be the last movie, but The Mandalorian is doing good, so I think they're still gonna do shows with it.
Yeah.
What do you think it goes next? Like just shows?
I think so. I think honestly shows are like probably the biggest thing right now. More than movies, honestly.
I think they might do like a one off or whatever, but
yeah.
Rogue One was actually like.
I think that was probably one of the best new movies.
Yeah, best.
Yeah.
Best Star Wars scene, like the last scene with Darth Vader.
Exactly.
That was like the Avengers moment when Thor comes down. That's me when Darth Vader like lights up his lightsaber and throwing people. I'm like,
that was insane. That was so insane.
Finally, this guy is going crazy. I want more people to go crazy with the Force, and really no one just like.
Yeah.
He usually just chokes out somebody like who doesn't have the not shooting at him or anything.
Exactly.
So I'm like, I guess you choke him out, but like I want to see him like throw people, use the lightsaber and all that stuff.
Exactly.
So like, oh, he's actually is a badass, and we never really seen him as a badass until Rogue One. I was like, okay, this is actually really cool.
But to be fair, that whole movie was actually really good.
Yeah.
So it's not surprising that that even the last scene was the best.
Last scene, I was like, okay, this is the best Star Wars scene I've ever seen ever. So I was like, there's no topping this at all. There's no topping that scene, I think.
Exactly.
Unless they liked in the last Jedi, I think that was the last one, right? Number 8, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Where Luke. That would have been cool if Luke was actually there when Kylo Ren was like shooting at him in the last scene. You remember that? He was actually just projecting himself there or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
That would have actually been cool if Luke was actually there, not just projecting himself right there, to see how badass he actually is and just dodging like all the stuff.
That would have been crazy, but I mean that also would have been like super unrealistic, like the AT-ATs. Like,
yeah.
That scene, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's way too much firepower. I don't think a lightsaber can deflect that.
But I think that would have shown like how badass like Luke actually is. Like everybody was like, oh, and then when I saw that, and then I was like, oh, okay, the scene was ruined after that. I thought Luke was actually that badass, and I was like, oh, he's not actually that badass.
That would have been sick though, but.
Or like maybe like use his force to like break the things away or whatever.
Yeah.
Break them out or whatever. I'm like, just use Luke's power. We never really see Luke go to his full potential really.
Exactly. We just see like the start and we see kind of like the finish.
He like throws his lightsaber. Like, we can't really see like he uses the force to use to rise the ship. I'm like, we never really see him like at his full capacity, like when we saw Darth Vader.
Exactly.
That last scene.
At his prime,
Yeah. So he's like throwing people and stuff. I'm like, I want to see that. I want to see someone, throw people, use the force to fight. No one really. People just use like the lightsaber. No one really uses the force in like a fight or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay. But have you seen The Mandalorian though?
I have not seen The Mandalorian.
Me neither. I want to see it.
Super behind on all the new stuff.
I need Disney Plus, but I heard that it's really good. It's probably the best Star Wars thing so far.
Yeah, I heard so much good stuff about it.
Baby Yoda, I don't know if that's not an actual...
Yeah, that fucking huge ass meme, I guess.
But I'm like, is Yoda a race? Or is that actually his name?
I think that's his name. No, yeah, that's his name. And then,
like,
with his own race. But I think it's a race of, like, really, like,
But no one really says, like, what Yoda actually is. Like, what is his race?
He's an alien. I don't know if there's a whole planet of fucking Yodas. I'm not sure. But I know that...
Because that's not Baby Yoda. I don't think that's actually Baby Yoda.
Oh, really?
That's what I heard, that it's not actually, like, Yoda. Because he's, like, really, like, how far is the Mandalorian series?
Well, the Mandalorians go back super far.
But, like, the show, is it, like, really way before? Because we see in Yoda, he's, like, a really old guy. He's really dying. Or
so that would make it seem like it's like really, really set in the past,
Or if it's actually like another Yoda or whatever, like
a
from his kind. I don't know if it's actually, because I haven't seen the show, but I've heard like it's not actually Yoda.
Oh.
It's an actual like baby alien from his race or whatever. So I'm like,
huh.
Which is weird because that would make it seem go way, way back because I don't know how old Yoda is.
Exactly.
Isn't he like freaking like 500 years old or something?
Yeah, it's like one of the oldest species out there. But, oh yeah.
I don't know how old where the Mandalorian is actually set and where the Star Wars thing, because that would be before the prequels and all that stuff. So I was like, that was way back.
I really don't know what time set the Mandalorian is. I don't know, like where in the timeline,
Yeah.
like it's taking place.
That'd be cool if it actually is like another species of Yoda or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Because then we could see like maybe more Yodas or whatever. That'd be cool. But yeah, because that would make it seem like way back.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Never really heard his voice. I don't know if he talks or anything. Does he have the Force? Who's Yoda's master or whatever?
Exactly. I don't think he talks. And like none of the memes I see him talk. He just like
Yeah.
makes.
It was like memes, but I don't know if he does actually talk or whatever.
Yeah. Have you ever played any of the Star Wars games?
No, I really do want to, but I heard Star Wars games are like really like a hit or a miss. Usually there's no like in between.
Exactly.
The only Star Wars game I really played was Lego Star Wars, but it's like
come on.
but it's just what the movies are, so it doesn't really expand on like the Star Wars universe or whatever. But I played a few bad Star Wars games. I'm like, I don't know which Star Wars games are actually good and which ones are. Like the newest one, I heard mixed reviews that it was like really good, and then some people said, "Oh, it was like really bad" or whatever.
Yeah, some people said it's the exact same thing. Some like it's really good, kind of bad. Mixed reviews on the newest one. Battlefront 2, that story mode was really good.
It's really fun.
I was really surprised by it. Like the plot, like the story and everything. Like it was good. Like the missions and everything, really good. I didn't play Battlefront 1. I heard that one sucked really bad, which I believe because it's an EA game. Come on, guys.
EA game? What the heck? EA doesn't know how to make games.
Nah, dude. Then you stick to nothing. They barely know how to make sports games. Come on.
I want to talk about that next, but yeah.
But honestly, if you were... I would recommend I would recommend the game that you should try out is the Old Republic.
Old Republic?
The Old Republic games. Number 1 and number 2. It's on the original Xbox. It's on the original Xbox. I don't think it was on the PlayStation. I don't think so, no. But I think you could probably just get like a port of it, like online.
Yeah.
Playing on your PC, just playing on a controller. But it is such a fucking good game.
I
So good.
I want to look into that one.
Yeah, it gets set back to pretty much the Old Republic, like way back, way back, with like when Sith Lords like used to be like really common, like the galaxy was like run by Sith Lords at one point. Like it was a bunch, like there was a planet of just Sith Lords. Like there was it's kind of like how Egypt is, you know how like there's a bunch of pyramids.
Yeah.
Kind of like that. There was a whole planet like that, but like those kind of places, there were like tombs for like Sith Lords.
So it was like way back. Okay.
Exactly, and you would go into these tombs and you'd like find out like the Sith holocrons and stuff like that, and see like what all these previous Sith Lords were like. They taught some of them like they weren't even like considered Sith Lords. Like they weren't bad. Like they were just like, you know, they were like wise at the time, like a little too like, you know, they knew a little too much.
Yeah.
And then but like modern day Sith is like, you know, it's like pure evil. You know.
Pure evil, yeah.
But back then it was like it was way different. Like it was just like you know they had like Sith like troops like assassins, you know, it was like police, you know, but it was so good because like your character, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but you can choose between like whether you're gonna go through the light path or the dark path, you know.
Well, if you haven't played it already, then you know it's like very old, like from the original Xbox. So if you haven't played it already, then you know.
Yeah, but like I wouldn't want to spoil the plot because the plot's really good.
Yeah.
For both of the games, I started out with Old Republic 2, and then I played it backwards, and then played the first one. Which you don't even have to play in order, but playing the second one makes you want to play the first one.
Oh, okay.
And honestly, and you would think that like, oh man, Old Republic 1, like, it's even older than the 2, like, it's gonna suck even more, you know, like the graphics, whatever, it's the exact same fucking game. Almost the exact same thing. Like, maybe like they took out a little like cool things from like, you know, like bugs, you know?
Yeah.
But like it's still so damn good.
I think if it's a good game, the graphics do not matter.
It really doesn't.
If it's a really good game, the graphics do not matter.
Exactly.
There's some games who have like the best graphics, but like shitty gameplay or whatever. I'm like, okay, that's
exactly.
You know.
No, yeah, but it's really cool because like you know whoever you pick your character or whatever. Yeah. You can he gets so many abilities and you like learn a bunch of like different abilities that Jedis can use, like Sith people. They can use like obviously the standard Force choke, Force push, stuff like that, lightsaber throw. Yeah. But it goes super in depth. Like when it comes like if you start picking like certain abilities that your person can do, it like leans them towards a certain side. So like, if you start like learning things like insanity, like you can like, whoever you're targeting, like that thing, it makes you like turn into the dark side, you know.
Oh, okay.
And whoever's in your team, they're like, whoa, why are you doing like this crazy shit, you know? Like, why are you like? Cause like there's like some moves where it's like insanity, where like the person's like not stable anymore, or like they can't fight anymore. They're like too scared.
Yeah.
Or like there's like one where they like I guess turn on like their friends or whatever. Like those abilities that Sith can use, like they like mess with your mind.
Yeah.
So like, you see in the movie like what is it like in the original Star Wars movies where when Ben Kenobi he goes to this, you know, these are not the droids you're looking for.
Yeah.
They go super in depth because like now it shows that like they can mess with your mind like more than just like for like a second.
Yeah.
Like they can make you turn on your friends. You can make, you know, do stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it gets like super in depth in like in the Old Republic, like with the abilities that you can do.
Yeah.
It goes into depth of how you actually make lightsabers.
Oh, okay. Because then no one really like knows how to. If you never played that game, you probably don't know how to make lightsabers or whatever. The in depth. Is there like different colors that you can make in the game?
There's different colors that you can make. It goes from I think you do white, yellow, purple. I don't think there's a black one. But the standard is red, blue. But the way you get those crystals is in the game at least. You have to harvest them from dragons. So there's actual dragons in the Star Wars universe. Yeah, it's kind of weird, but I guess like they're called like I forget what they're called. But even in the movies, they're called crate crystals or.
I don't know about the.
It starts with a K or something.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But they actually come from dragons, crate dragons, or
okay.
Crate dragons, or whatever they call them. And then after you slay a dragon, obviously you get that crystal, and then you whatever
Does it depend on like the dragon, like what color it is, or
okay. So I believe so, but yeah, the dragons are a bitch to kill.
Yeah.
So it makes it even that more rewarding, like
when you actually get it, and then you can make the lightsaber or whatever.
Exactly, as opposed to like, oh, here's your crystal, you know, like.
Yeah.
I guess Eddie was telling me like, I don't know if they in the movie they said this or like in the show, but I guess you can turn like the color of your lightsaber depending on your mood or like whatever you are, like if you're good or bad. I'm like that's a little whack.
I think you need to know how to do that though. I don't think you could just. I don't think it just changes on your mood because.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's the way he was explaining. I was like, no, man, you gotta slay a dragon, dude. That's how you earn your crystal.
But I think that's what happened to Rey. I think she became. I think because she became like the most powerful, like her lightsaber turned yellow. I think. But I think because like it depends on like your knowledge of like the Force and your knowledge of it. I think that's cool. I don't think it changes. It's not like a mood ring where it just changes color. That would be cool, but just change the colors all the time. Or
yeah, like what the fuck?
Yeah, I mean lightsabers would be changing if it changed by mood. It was,
exactly.
It wouldn't make sense.
No.
Samuel Jackson, like what mood is he in? His thing's purple. Like what the heck?
No, but yeah, exactly. Like I don't know. Like with the last two movies, but that game I would definitely recommend to play. Definitely. Okay. It's not just you two. You start recruiting people onto your team. Like you like go from planet to planet, and then you like make friends with certain people, and then they join your cause.
Okay.
So like.
You could choose to go like evil, or you could choose to go
exactly
like to the Jedi or whatever.
Exactly, or the light side. And it's cool too because whoever you run into, not everyone's the same too. You can pick up bad guys, you can pick up good guys. So like there's an assassin droid.
Yeah.
Who's like just chilling. I guess you like save him or something.
Yeah.
And then he can join your cause, but he's an asshole. So every time you make like a bad decision, he's gonna be like, hell yeah, like. Yeah, that's what I would do, you know?
That's what I would do, yeah.
Yeah.
I would do it actually more if I were you, but, okay, yeah.
Exactly. And it's cool, too, because the way it starts is you don't actually start with lightsaber. You start out with, like a sword, or, like, a vibroblade, is what they're called at the time, or, like, a katana.
Yeah.
And then, once you get to that point where you can finally make a lightsaber, then it gets, like, so much more fun again, you know?
Yeah.
So, like, it doesn't, like, just reward you from the beginning. Like, you literally, like, go from start to finish. And it's, like... the plot's good again, like it's super fucking good. The guy that you end up like finding, realizing you are at the end, it's like another huge like plot twist, and you're like, what the fuck? Makes the game even better.
Yeah.
The worst part is the fact that they never made a 3. because the way 2 ended,
Mm-hmm.
it ended so well because there's multiple endings, depending
Yeah.
on, you know, whatever. But it could have been a 3, and it's so fucking good, so good. I wish they made a 3. All they did was they make it, I think, like an MMO or something online where it's like World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
For Old Republic, and I was like, get this bullshit out of here. I was so pissed.
I think it's better in a way because then like what if 3 was like sucked? They're like okay, whatever.
Exactly.
So I think they're like ending it on a high note, which is, I get it because you're like, oh, I want to play another this game because I played games where it's like there's only one game but it's like so good. I'm like, there's no other game. They're not gonna make another game or
exactly.
whatever. Like, have you ever played L.A. Noire?
I didn't.
It's actually a really good game.
Yeah. That's by Rockstar, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one who made Grand Theft Auto or whatever. They just made like this police game. It was like really, really good. I think ahead of its time. But it wasn't.
There was no sequel.
There's no sequel, so I'm like, oh man, this was like one of my favorite games of all time. But then like there's no sequel, which I guess is kind of good because they kill off like the main guy. So I don't know where they would go from that. So I think it's kind of good because I don't think you want to make a sequel out of just nothing or whatever.
Exactly.
So they end it on a high note or whatever.
Yeah. I would trust Rockstar though. They're
Yeah.
actually a really good company. I feel like they could make a better one. Or not a better one, but...
It's not like they're not in the
gonna
business
fuck
of
it
making
up.
sequels. They haven't, I don't know how many Grand Theft Auto games they made or whatever.
Exactly.
They made just one L.A. Noire.
Yeah. And with Grand Theft Auto, every single one is really good.
Yeah.
The story, so like, if they were to make another Noir, I'm pretty sure it'd be good though.
It's really good. It's like, it just takes all the best aspects of just being a police officer in the 1940s or whatever. You just beat up guys,
Hell yeah. I mean, they still do that, but...
Yeah. But it's like, it's not frowned upon. It's like, oh, yeah, okay.
Oh, hell yeah.
You beat up guys in interrogation. You're like, oh, I didn't want this answer. You just send people to jail even though they're not guilty. You know they're not guilty. You go to like bank robberies and you shoot the bad guys or whatever. You go on high-speed chases.
That's pretty cool.
So I'm like, oh, it's pretty cool. And then you get to solve cases and all that stuff, which is pretty cool. And you just search all these clues. There's basically all the best parts of being a police officer.
Yeah.
All the fun stuff. You just use your siren. If there's no red lights, you just zoom by people or whatever, hit people. You can steal people's cars. You're like LAPD and just go and.
That's badass. That's sick.
And then you go. There's like all these other different cars from the night. So all these cool different 1940s cars. They're all over like Los Angeles. You just get secret cars, or you just go into people's garages and there's like secret cars that are like really cool.
Yeah.
So you just go into this car like, oh okay, I'm gonna go in this car now.
That's cool.
I'm like, it's really cool. Storyline's really good. It's really long game. It's not really it's long, but it's not it doesn't get boring.
Yeah.
Because there's like all these little side missions where you can go like, oh, you need to chase this guy down, or you need to do find this guy, or you need to go to this robbery or whatever. You need to shoot down these guys or whatever. It's pretty cool. You go in the building, use like machine gun or whatever.
Yeah.
And hold up. So I'm like, oh, this is pretty cool.
Damn. So
the side missions make it really interesting, and then the story is really good, and the facial expressions where you have to you interrogate people and you have to tell if they're like lying, telling the truth by like their facial expressions or whatever. So it's just pretty cool. It does steer you in a direction. There's no alternate ending, but it's pretty cool where it's like, oh, you feel good that you got it right. You get more stars and all that stuff on the case.
Damn.
It's pretty cool. No, I want to talk to you about. You ever played Tony Hawk?
I did. I played...
The original?
I didn't play the original. I played a couple... I played... Was it Pro Skater? For the PS2. And then I played... I think the last one I ever played was for the Wii. It wasn't Underground, was it? Could have been Underground? I could have been... I don't know.
I think so, yeah.
That one had a killer soundtrack, though. That one had a hell of a good soundtrack.
But that era of games, I think that... I wish that I can bring that stuff back, like all the street games, like street football.
Oh, NFL Street was GOAT.
Exactly,
that
and
was such a good game.
Street basketball, FIFA Street.
Hell yeah.
The last FIFA Street was in 2012. They haven't made any FIFA Streets at all. I'm like, they put it in like FIFA 20, but I really want it like as like a separate game. I want I want an NFL Street,
yeah, the last one was 3, right?
Yeah, so I was like, I think that era, I think we should, but Tony Hawk's games, like, went downhill really quickly. They made, like...
I think he just got old, honestly.
Well, they just added stuff that wasn't necessary to the game. They're adding like, oh, you can do this super thing or whatever, and it wasn't necessary to the game. They changed the soundtrack. They changed like the feel of like the game or whatever.
Yeah, true.
So like the first and second one I played at my cousin's house. I never had it, but like the feel of the game, like just the griminess of like going to like the skate park with Tony Hawk, and then like the killer soundtrack.
Exactly.
And but would you actually play like they came out with like a new street game?
I think NFL Street, yeah, I would definitely.
NFL Street.
Yeah, I know a lot of like people in the football community.
Mm-hmm.
We've been asking for another NCAA game, college football.
Yeah.
Because the last one, oh man, it was so fucking good. It was so good, but it was for like the Xbox 360. That was the last one, and so we've been waiting for another one. But
I think because the college players like sued or whatever.
Yeah, I think so.
Because and you know, like the college players, they don't get paid for it.
Exactly.
So they made a game, like I don't know what the company made on it, and the players make, you know, zero money.
Exactly.
I think if they paid the players, they would probably, but they don't want to like make the money and do all that stuff. So like,
but I mean, I understand, yeah. But we've been asking for that. We've been asking for an NFL Street game. I know a lot of people like 2K.
Yeah.
You know,
they have like a backcourt thing, but it's not really like it's just like the regular thing. I want to do like cool tricks. I want to do like. That's when And One was really popular.
Yeah, exactly.
So I was like, I want to do And One tricks or whatever. And at the last like NBA home court or whatever, it just it wasn't like the same as like the original NBA Street games, which I really wish they would like bring back, because I think that era of like games, like it would take risk. They would take more risk. Now it's just like FIFA 8, FIFA 9, FIFA 10. You know, it's just the same game with just different characters or whatever.
Yeah.
Like the NFL games are just, it's basically like the same game over and over again. Yeah,
just
it's just
updated
different
roster.
Yeah.
That's it.
Updated graphics, but I'm like, you know, okay, but like, I want like a different type of, you know.
A different way to play it.
Yeah, different way to play. Like, I seen like the gameplay for it.
Yeah.
I seen the gameplay for it, and it was like, oh, you could like jump off walls, do like these amazing tricks.
Tricks and shit like that. That was so cool.
I want to get like a PlayStation 2 just to like play those games again.
Yeah.
And the soundtrack for Tony Hawk games as well as like, it was like phenomenal. I think that changed like the games for.
Oh yeah.
Like Tony Hawk said, he went on a CD tour and he never made any of this music, so he went on a CD tour just for like the game's music or whatever.
Yeah.
That's how. That. Yeah.
Wow.
He went on tour for that, for those CDs or whatever. So I'm like.
That's funny.
It's like I didn't even make any of these games. Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember like the Neversoft, I think, with like the eye. That's the one with the eyeball, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I think maybe it started going downhill because at the same time, like, they were working on Guitar Hero, and Guitar Hero was getting huge at the time. So maybe they had to like split their resources.
But like I forgot. I saw this video online where they were talking about the Tony Hawk game, and they were just putting them out like way too fast. Like Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4, I believe, or 2 and 3.
Yeah.
They released them in the same year. Like one was released in January,
Damn.
and the other one was released in December of the same year. So they're just like...
They rushed it.
Yeah, they're rushing it. They're like, oh, this is making a profit. Of course we're just going to make them. Like within the same year, like not even movies do it in the same, you know.
Exactly.
Just wait a year, maybe until January. Yeah.
Yeah. Call of Duty's once a year.
Yeah, once a year, but like this one was like twice a year. Yeah. Like,
yeah.
Okay.
Nah.
Oh yeah, Call of Duty's 3 different... Oh, that explains a lot.
Yeah, because it's Treyarch, Activision, and then Raven, I think.
Yeah, I was playing the World War 3 game, World War 2 one, and I had like Joseph and my friends here, and we were gonna play like the zombies, but it was only 2 players for zombies.
World War 2?
Yeah, World War 2 game.
Damn.
And it was we were playing like the Nazi zombies or whatever, and it's like, well, you can only play 2 players.
Whack.
I'm like,
whack.
What?
Because it used to be 4, I think.
No, but like other companies have like zombies you can play 4 or whatever.
Exactly, yeah.
And then there's one game I forgot. I think it's Black Ops 3.
Black Ops 3 had one of the best zombies ever. Like.
Is that the one where you had to pay DLC for the zombies?
Yeah, you did.
But
like, it was so worth it though. Like those maps were hella good.
I didn't like the story for Black Ops 3 though. I played Black Ops 3. I'm like.
What was the story?
Exactly. Exactly. Do you remember that?
No,
exactly.
It was pretty good. No, it was pretty good.
Like,
did you play the whole story?
Yeah, I played the whole story. I didn't
remember when the guy was about to get, where he gets shot by his like. No, he shoots his teammate.
Yeah.
That was pretty crazy. That was hella crazy. That was a crazy scene, man.
I think from like Black Ops 2 was like way better than Black Ops 3. So maybe
Black Ops 2 was good.
Yeah, Black Ops 2 was good. The remember that sniper rifle? We could like teach through walls.
Oh yeah.
Like okay. I think that's my favorite zombie map. Game for Black Ops 2. Like playing Transit or whatever, trying to kill that electric zombie.
Transit was a bitch, man. I sucked at Transit. Every time someone wanted to play Transit, I was like, oh man, I suck at this map.
I liked it because we would always play like 3 of us or whatever.
Yeah.
And try to work together or whatever. So it was like more fun and watching your back or whatever. So I was like, oh, it's kind of cool. And then trying to kill electric zombie was just exhilarating when you finally kill him because you need like the Galvan Knuckles. You need the ladder. You need the ladder to get up there. It took me forever to find the ladder. If the ladder wasn't in by the diner, I don't know where it was. It took me. I didn't know where the heck that ladder was.
Oh man.
And you need the ladder or a flashbang to kill like the electric zombie, because you can't kill it with bullets or anything.
Wow. You
need the Galvan Knuckles or like a flashbang. And the flashbang is like really rare or whatever. So.
Damn. Shadows of Evil. That one was trash, man. I hated that map. Fuck that map.
Which game was that one?
That was Black Ops 3, I think.
Black Ops 3. I didn't.
That was the free map.
Oh,
the first zombies map. Shadows of Evil.
That's one with John Bernthal, right? And the zombies or whatever.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Like
I was like, oh, okay. I'm gonna play zombies. Like, you need DLC. I'm like, God, no. Why do I need DLC to play this? What the heck?
Because they only give you that first map, which was pretty big, but I mean.
Yeah, but if you want to play like all the other stuff, you need like the DLC. I think the only games I have DLC for is like the Batman games or whatever.
Huh. Well, I got the season pass.
Yeah.
That's why I got it. Because I think you got like the multiplayer maps too. So
yeah.
That's why
the multi-map, yeah, but
yeah.
I don't get like the zombie maps. I'm like, oh, I want to play with John Bernthal, like freaking Punisher or whatever. Like I want to be the Punisher through shooting and shit. That'd be cool if you actually had like a Punisher skin.
That'd be pretty cool, yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay, Punisher skin or whatever.
Yeah.
Use like freaking. That'd be actually really cool if you had the Punisher skin and all that stuff.
Yeah, I think 3 is when it like really started getting. No, it didn't. Black Ops 1. What was that one map? Alcatraz.
I think I played as I didn't have the game. I played it, but I never I never had Black Ops 1. Was it good?
I personally. This is the most controversial shit ever, I guess. Black Ops 1 I thought was trash.
Dang, shots fired.
Everyone says, oh my god, Black Ops 1 is so amazing, it's so cool. It's fucking trash. It's fucking trash. Oh my god. Is it as bad as Ghost? No, Ghost like just as much ass, but it's like some people say it's like one of the best Call of Duties. It's not. Absolutely not.
I just played Ghost and it was like, it wasn't bad, it was just really, really short, the campaign.
Yeah.
I was like, man.
I think the maps are way too big for multiplayer. I was like, what the fuck is this?
I just played Apex, man. I just played like the story. I'm like, man, it's like really short story, and your character never talks in the story mode.
I never played the story.
I played the story, but your character never talks at all, which kind of is like everybody's talking to you. I guess you just nod or whatever. But this guy's like, is he deaf?
Oh yeah.
Is he deaf? Is he not? Does he not talk? Is he mute? Is he? You just never talk or whatever.
What game is like that? Or you just don't fucking talk at all?
I think that's the first Call of Duty Modern Warfare. The first one.
Yeah, most Call of Duties are like that.
But Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the first one was actually a good story or whatever. It was actually pretty fun.
Mm-hmm.
There was no zombies. That's like the one I don't think it had zombies.
Yeah. Well, that's how Dark Souls games are. Dark Souls and Bloodborne, your character just doesn't fucking talk. Everyone in the world talks. You just don't. That's not what you do.
If the story's good, then that's okay. But like if the story's not good, Ghost was like really predictable. Whereas like at the end you shoot like the bad guy, but the way they set it up, you knew that he was coming back. It was predictable that the bad guy was coming back or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, he's gonna come back. Watch, and he does. I'm like, of course, Oh man, have you ever played any of the Tomb Raider games?
The Terminator or Tomb Raider?
Tomb Raider.
I have not. I tried playing the new one, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
It was like $3 on the PlayStation. I played like one mission. I was like, whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, hella whatever about it.
Which one? Do you know what it was called with Tomb Raider?
Oh, I don't know. I guess like came out like 3 years ago for the PS4.
It's probably the first one, yeah.
Yeah,
probably the first one, yeah. I really like. I think it was like just the views, like when you go in like these tombs or whatever, you just see the views like the mountains.
I believe that. Yeah, I believe the graphics. The graphics were really good. But I just don't think I'm like an action game kind of person anymore because I don't play Uncharted.
Oh, okay.
I don't play those games either. I used to be into them, but
I don't really play that much game. I just wanted to see what it was, but then like the graphic was like really good. I was like, wow. Well, the graphics are good, but like just like the views of you, especially in the newest Tomb Raider, you go in like these mountains or whatever, in like Peru or whatever, and you just see like the mountains of just green trees and all that stuff. I'm like, oh my goodness.
That's kind of like Horizon.
Yeah.
Horizon's like that too. It has beautiful views.
I'm like, oh man, this is like probably the most beautiful game I've ever seen or whatever. And I play Batman games and I love Batman, but like this is Tomb Raider is like the most beautiful, really yeah.
Damn.
Well, like Batman Arkham Knight was like the most beautiful game, but it wasn't the most. It wasn't as good as the last one, Arkham City. I don't know if you played any of the Batman games, but they're. If you're a Batman fan, you probably played it, but it's like top. I think it's like probably the best superhero game because I don't think what superhero game can top like the Arkham series. Can't really think of any others.
Oh man, Spider-Man.
Spider-Man? I haven't played Spider-Man.
PS1 Spider-Man? Come on, guys.
Spider-Man
2? PS2? Come on.
The second one, right?
Yeah, man.
Because I played like the...
Those were classics, dude.
That's true. That one, like Spider-Man and like Batman, they try to make like a Superman game. They try to like...
Yeah.
Like, he's too powerful to be like in his game or whatever.
Yeah.
Because like how are you gonna like lessen his powers? Like, and then it's not really Superman if you just lessen his powers. I think the only place you could do it is probably Injustice or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I guess that's the only place you can actually play it. So I'm like, that's where your Superman is.
Yeah.
Have you seen the trailer for the Avengers game?
I didn't know they were gonna make an Avengers game.
They're making an Avengers game. I don't know how they're gonna.
Like a story or like a fighting game?
Story mode. I don't know if.
What the hell?
It's just my problem with that one is like everybody has different power levels.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But it's based on like I don't know, it's not canon from like the Marvel universe. But it's like basically like the first Avengers movie that's like just those people right there. So like they have Thor, Hulk, Black Widow. I think they're gonna add more people, but like
probably add them as DLC.
Probably DLCs or whatever. I saw Ant-Man is gonna be in there. But it's just the problem is like Black Widow. Is she gonna because they're all in like the same story or whatever. So you're gonna use Black Widow to fight Hulk villains, and Hulk villains are gonna be like Thor is like the most powerful out of all of them. How are you gonna use Thor and Black Widow in the same game? It doesn't even make sense.
Exactly.
Like a Black Widow game would be really cool. I think the best characters for video games are like the ones who have no powers.
Yeah.
Or limited powers, or not powerful. Like Spider-Man, like he has powers, but he's not like Thor. He's like the most powerful of the Avengers or whatever.
Exactly.
And he's still like a kid or whatever, so he's still figuring stuff out. I know in the PS4 one he's like older, right? He's like he knows how to be Spider-Man already, but he's still not like.
He's not fully there yet.
Yeah, he's not fully there yet, and he doesn't have like all the powers or whatever like Thor and or Superman.
Exactly.
Yeah. But then like a Hawkeye and Black Widow game would be really cool, and it would be connected to like the Marvel universe, like what happened in. They always keep talking about Budapest or whatever.
Yeah.
Like what happened in Budapest? They never really reveal it or whatever. I'm like, oh man.
No, yeah.
That'd be really cool. I don't know what other Captain America game would be really cool.
Yeah.
Because he's not really that powerful. And Falcon game, Tony Stark game.
Mm-hmm.
I think that'd be really cool. That would be really cool if they like did like they did in the Marvel universe. They had all these games and then the one is like Avengers game or whatever leading up to the event. That would be way better. I don't know.
I've been waiting for another Marvel vs. Capcom game, man. Those fighting games were amazing.
I think Injustice is like probably taking the thing over.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've only played the first Injustice, which really wasn't that bad.
Injustice 2 was like really cool, and then Mortal Kombat is having I don't know if you've seen the Jokers in Mortal Kombat 11.
Is it really?
Yeah.
What the heck?
It's like a lot of people like him. It's different than the Joker in the Injustice game, which is pretty cool. I'm not really good at those games, so I don't have those games.
They put Jason in Mortal Kombat, didn't they? It wasn't 11, but I think it was X 10. Yeah.
I've just seen gameplay for the newest one. For this guy Caboose XBL. He just plays on for Mortal Kombat 11. So he's been using the Joker. Like when a new character comes out, he starts using that character more.
Mm-hmm.
So using the Joker.
They had Alien, from the movies.
Yeah.
Alien movies. They had it in Mortal Kombat.
That'd be really cool, actually.
No, they did. As a TLC, it was for Mortal Kombat 10.
Oh wow,
It had Alien. It had Jason.
Jason.
I don't remember who else.
The new one they have the Terminator, which is actually pretty cool.
What the heck?
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Hell yeah.
Which is pretty cool. I'm like, shoot, that's actually. Why did they have think about that before? That's like.
Yeah.
The Joker, the character design is not, you can like customize it or whatever. When Mortal Kombat 11, you can actually customize other characters to look like DC characters.
Oh, with skins and stuff
Yeah.
like that, or costumes. Or
Yeah. So like one looks like Batman Who Laughs, which is a new comic book or whatever. One looks like Catwoman. Another one like Solomon Grundy, I think.
Uh-huh.
So I'm like, oh shoot. That would be really cool, but I'm just not really good at those games.
Yeah, I suck at fighting games. The only fighting game I play is Smash, honestly.
Yeah, because that was like easy to learn.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, I can't remember all the combos like left, right, right, up, down. Like,
that's too much.
what the heck? And if you like miscalculate, the move doesn't go through. So I'm like,
exactly.
I just button mash and I just hope I win. And usually,
exactly. same thing with Street Fighter, Tekken. I can't do any of that.
Yeah, I'm like, shit, you need to up, down, right. I'm like, what the heck was it? The cheat code? Like, what the hell is
For real. For real.
The only time I used that was in Batman Arkham City. You use a cheat code or whatever, and like everybody in the game has like a huge ass head. It was like, oh, yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Well, I can't wait for the next Batman game, but did you see the suit for the new Batman?
Uh-huh.
Man, it's I did a video on it, but it's hopefully it is better, but are you looking forward to the Black Widow movie?
Not really.
Not really?
I don't care for Black Widow. I don't care for Hawkeye. I don't care for anything.
That's funny.
I'm really specific when it comes to like Marvel, like who I like and who I don't.
What's your favorite character movie from the MCU?
Oh my god, I'm gonna get flack for it.
What was it?
You know what? I'm not even gonna say that. No, I'm just gonna say I'm not gonna say it's my favorite movie, but I'm really looking forward to more of the Venom movies.
Venom movies?
Yeah, I know people are like whatever about it, but
I really like. I think a lot of people liked it. It was. I think Tom Hardy
I really
saved that movie.
Oh yeah.
If it wasn't Tom Hardy, it wouldn't be a good movie.
Yeah, I can't wait for the Carnage.
Carnage
movie. I cannot fucking wait. I need that right now.
I'm excited because Andy Serkis is directing it too, so I'm like, okay.
Exactly.
He knows how to, because he's been like the most iconic CG characters. He's been Caesar, Gollum. I forget what else. I don't know if he's gonna be in this movie, but Woody Harrelson as Carnage. We'll see, but he's a good actor.
Yeah.
So hopefully he's good as but as long as Tom Hardy's in it.
Oh yeah.
Do you see the trailer for Morbius? With Jared Leto? It's another Spider-Man villain. I think they tied it. I don't know. I think it was supposed to be separate from the MCU. Like all these Spider-Man movies were supposed to be like separate. Like Venom was supposed to be separate.
Yeah.
But I don't know. They might be playing together because at the end of the Morbius movie, we see Michael Keaton's Falcon at the end of the Morbius trailer, and you see like a spray painting of, like Spider-Man or whatever.
Yeah. Damn.
So I'm like, is it gonna be in the MCU? A lot of people were debating it. So it might be because Michael Keaton's in it.
Yeah.
That was the best part of Spider-Man. Far From Home. I think that was the best one.
Yeah.
He was the best part of it. My favorite part, he kept making Batman references in the movie when he was on set. What I want is another Michael Keaton Batman movie, but I'm still holding out for that one. as a Batman Beyond Batman, older Bruce Wayne. You ever watched the Batman Beyond series?
That's the animated one, isn't it?
Yeah.
The black and red one?
Yeah.
I not, but I know of it.
Yeah, because basically it's old Bruce Wayne. He's retired. He's in his 80s. And then, so it's like the animated series is like the present day, and then like the Batman Beyond is like in the future. Bruce Wayne is already 80 years old. He can't fight anymore. The reason why he retires is because he has one rule. He doesn't kill anybody. But he used the new suit, and he was so old that he was getting beaten down by this guy, and he tried to use a gun to scare him away. He's like, oh, I can't be Batman anymore. I'm using deadly methods. Exactly. So then Terry McGinnis comes along, and he steals it to avenge his parents or whatever. But the Batman Beyond suit is like, he has more powers than the actual, he can actually fly. In the Batman Beyond suit, he can turn invisible.
Whoa.
He has electric
things,
electric batarangs or whatever.
Yeah.
So he has like all this technology which Bruce Wayne actually built, but he's not as skilled as it gives him super strength, protection from radiation, but he's not as skilled as Bruce Wayne. He doesn't have like the fighting styles like Bruce Wayne, but the suit like compensates for what he lacks. Mm-hmm. Alfred's dead in this one, so it's Bruce Wayne's like talking to him in his ear or whatever. But it's really good. I really want a Michael Keaton Batman where it's like continue from when he was Batman. So Michael Keaton's like old Bruce Wayne, and then we have like a Batman Beyond from like that same series.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want Tim Burton to direct it, but he directed the first two.
What?
Because he directed ones with Michael Keaton, and those were really good, like iconic Batman movies.
Yeah. But
I don't know if that feel is gonna be, that'll be like the same kind of feel as the animated series. Mm-hmm. So, that's the animated series took the style of Tim Burton or whatever.
Yeah. Like
they have the song, they have like the thing or whatever. But I think that would be a cool movie. I've been saying that for like years. I want a Michael Keaton Batman Beyond movie would be really cool. Mm-hmm. That kid from Maze Runner, the main kid from Maze Runner, he'd be cool as Batman Beyond. But who knows? Hopefully soon, because we're getting all these different Batmans. Robert Pattinson's Batman now.
There's so many fucking Batman, man. There's so many. I really don't know shit about Batman. Yeah. But I is it true that I guess like the Joker kills him at one point? Doesn't like he actually like successfully kill Batman?
Well, there's like in the comics.
Yeah.
Most likely, yeah.
Or did he kill Nightwing?
He killed Robin, the second Robin.
That's who he killed? Okay.
He killed the second Robin, which is interesting. People actually voted to see if he would actually live and die in the 80s. So this was in the 80s. People would call in. They had to vote to see if he would live or die.
Yeah.
And then people voted that he would die because they didn't like the second Robin.
So they just killed the boy.
They're like, he's not as good, which was the best thing that could have happened because he comes back to life. He gets resurrected, comes back to life in the Lazarus pit, and becomes Red Hood, which is even more badass, more cool character, which is probably the best thing that ever happened to that Robin or whatever. So now he uses, so basically he was trained by Batman or whatever, but he kills, so he's like kind of like an enemy of Batman.
Yeah.
So it's basically Batman's greatest failure or whatever.
Wow.
So imagine this guy who knows all your stuff, he knows all your tricks, he trained with you, he's in his prime, he's younger than, so, and he's trained by Batman who knows literally 127 different martial arts.
Yeah.
So he's trained, and which is kind of hard because he's like, oh, this is kind of like my kid. I failed him, but I need to fight him now because he's killing people. He's using intimidation. He's trying to kill Black Mask for the mob bosses, or he wants to be the king boss. So
yeah.
I'm like, oh man, it has the most iconic Batman scene with Batman, Joker, and Red Hood or whatever. It's like, why didn't you kill this guy? Why didn't you kill the Joker? Not talking about Penguin, Dent, Riddler, I'm talking about the Joker. Why don't you kill him? Batman says, if I go down that road, there's no coming back for me. That's why he doesn't kill. It's not like, oh, I don't want to. Trust me, I think about it every day, torturing the Joker, doing everything that he's done to everybody else. But if I go down that road, there's no coming back for this Batman. Which is usually what happens when he has powers, Batman. He's an asshole when he has powers. That's why usually he doesn't have, when he does have powers, step out of his way. He's usually evil Batman when he has powers or whatever.
Yeah.
Every time he does have powers, he's usually evil.
So Red Hood never kills him? Never kills Batman? Never kills Joker?
I think he does. There's like so many
spin-offs? Or?
Spin-offs, like Batman's probably the most spin-off character out of everybody.
Sad.
Because he's like, he doesn't have powers, so you can spin off like, oh, he has the Green Lantern ring now. Oh, this one he...
what?
Which is pretty interesting, but like he never really does. There's one where the whole Justice League are White Lanterns, which is they're OP when they have White Lantern rings.
Wow.
You know what the White Lanterns are?
No.
You know what the Green Lanterns are? They have like the power.
Yeah.
So there's that's the power of will. There's like other colors, the power of love, power. The White Lanterns have all the powers of all the rings.
All combined.
Yeah.
And every motherfucker in Justice League had one.
Yeah, I think it was like a spin-off or whatever, but like they're going to give one to Batman, but they're like, if Batman has one, the whole Justice League has to have one. Because he's going to go crazy if he doesn't. It's like having like imagine having the Infinity Gauntlet, but that's,
Exactly.
Yeah.
But what do they do with it? They just war it? Or do they actually like have to face someone?
I think they face like a really powerful person or whatever.
Oh.
But like DC Comics has like these powerful people that you never really see because they're too powerful in the movies or whatever.
Exactly. Yeah.
You're not going to use them in the movies or whatever.
Yeah.
Which, like Lucifer was a good show. He's like the devil himself. He's really powerful, but they really like toned down his powers, I think, in the show. But you ever watch Lucifer?
No.
It's actually a really good show.
That's a funny show, isn't it?
It's kind of funny. Yeah, it's kind of funny. He's like the devil or whatever. No one really believes that he is. He's like, yeah, I'm the devil.
Yeah.
They're like, oh yeah, that's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. Man.
That's a good pickup line.
Yeah. But he actually has powers. He has the power to like when a woman sees him, they immediately want to have sex with him.
Yeah.
Automatically. So I'm like, what the heck? And then he has the power to like ask people, what do you deeply desire? And then they have like a thing like, oh, they actually tell him what they actually desire or whatever.
Huh.
So he goes on like he helped like this detective solving crimes or whatever in LA. I'm like,
helps. That was the hell.
Yeah. He uses it for his own personal gain though, but like.
All makes sense.
But he has like all the money. He's like really rich. He has a club in like Los Angeles or whatever. Like, it's a really good show. It's on Netflix now. 4 seasons. I watched it within like 4 days. All 4 seasons.
Damn.
It was really. I couldn't stop watching. It was really good.
There's a lot of good shows right now.
Yeah.
A lot. I'm like about to finish Atlanta. Shout out to Aldo. I hate you. That show is actually good. I'll never admit it to your face though. You would just have to watch this video. But Atlanta's good. Atlanta's really goddamn good. That's the one with Donald Glover in it.
Oh, okay.
It's like a lot of nothing. Like the show's really just a bunch of filler. It's pretty. It's like it's pretty cool and interesting in that concept. And how it is. Like there's no like really defining plot. Yeah. But it's really like it's just every episode is like like really entertaining. Like it's not like.
That's what like kind of Lucifer is kind of Yeah.
There's no coherent. Plot. But it's funny, man. It's so funny. It kind of has sometimes that King of the Hill humor, where it's like not really funny, but it's like, did they really just say that? Like it's like
it's just their accents when they say it.
Exactly. Yeah. Like it's just it doesn't intentionally try to be funny, Yeah. But that's a good show. I'm about to finish that. Another really good one that I finished that a new season's coming out, or I don't know. I think it might have already came out actually. Narcos. Narcos is a really,
I heard about that.
Really good show. If you don't like reading subtitles, don't watch it, because it's a lot of Spanish. It's a lot.
Oh, okay.
But it is such a good show. It's about Pablo Escobar.
Yeah.
The acting is really good.
My mom watched it. Yeah, she said she really liked it.
I would.
A lot of people like it. Yeah.
I definitely recommend it. The first 2 seasons are amazing.
Yeah.
Third one I skipped. That was kind of trash. But then they go into Narcos Mexico, and it just gets back to being good again.
Yeah. So they just go like different, like every season's like in a different place or whatever.
The first 2 is Pablo Escobar.
Yeah.
Third one, trash. I didn't even bother. Fourth one is Mexico, like the cartels.
Like so like different, yeah. That's pretty cool. So it's like different location every season or whatever.
Yeah, and it kind of ties in like halfway, like Mexico.
Yeah.
Ties back into like Pablo Escobar.
Oh, okay.
So I thought that was pretty cool how they did that.
They just retcon like the third one or whatever.
Yeah.
That's what a lot of people do. They just
bullshit.
retcon shit.
But I'm pretty excited for the new one. I hope it's good. That's a really good show. Better Call Saul is a really good show. If anyone's seen Breaking Bad, I recommend Better Call Saul.
Mm.
Breaking Bad is probably one of my favorite shows, but honestly, Better Call Saul is a little bit better than that. And that's like a pretty bold statement, but it's really, really good.
Breaking Bad. Yeah, I heard a lot of people like Breaking Bad. I really wanted that guy Bryan Cranston from Breaking Bad to be Lex Luthor. I would really like him to be.
That wouldn't be bad. That'd be a pretty good.
He would be really, because he's a really good actor, and and the way he acts in Breaking Bad, I think that would be transferred to Lex Luthor. Yeah. Better than Eisenberg. Eisenberg is a great actor. He just wasn't good for that role as Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
He wasn't like, oh, come on, dude. Like, what the heck? Putting P in like the... Like, what the heck? Lex Luthor wouldn't do that. What kind of Lex Luthor?
That's odd.
But they were... I think they're going to retcon all that stuff, which is kind of cool now.
Okay.
Because I think the saving grace now for DC is, like, they're not going to be doing a cohesive a universe like Marvel. They're like, we're not going to do that. We're just going to make good movies. And maybe, well, like, Shazam was, like, the perfect example of that, where it was, like, in the same universe, but you didn't need to watch Batman vs. Superman, Wonder Woman, Superman to watch this one.
Yeah.
You just watch it like, okay, I get what this is doing. It's in the same universe, but you need to watch like all these other movies to watch this one. Like Marvel, if you're gonna watch Endgame, you need to watch like all the other things to get all the references and all that stuff.
Yeah.
If you just watch Endgame for the first time without watching any other Marvel movies, it's not gonna be good at all. It might be good, but you're not gonna get any of the references. You're not gonna get any of who the people are, because we already explained who the Guardians of the Galaxy are. Black Panther, the Avengers, we already know who they are.
Yeah.
So, I think that's what they're going to. Wonder Woman, they're just retconning what they did in Batman vs. Superman. Because it was supposed to be like she was in World War I, and then she didn't show herself until 2016. But now they're retconning it. Oh, now she's going to be in the 80s or whatever.
Huh.
So I think that's pretty cool. I think that's their saving grace now. Aquaman, you didn't need to watch all the other movies, which is really good. I think so. Aquaman, Shazam, Wonder Woman probably they're going on the high right now.
Finally.
When Marvel's kind of going downhill right now.
Yeah, it is.
Because like, is there any Marvel movie are you really excited for to watch?
No, I just want another Venom. Just give me a goddamn Venom.
Exactly. So there's not really like that's not even, I don't even think that's MCU.
It isn't,
yeah.
It isn't, but I just want Venom. That's it.
Like Fantastic Four, I'm like, when that does happen, I guess. But like, I think I'm more excited for the TV shows like Blade.
Yeah.
I want to see Blade, dude.
Yeah. Deadpool's pretty good though.
Deadpool.
I like the movies.
I don't know if they're gonna make a third one though.
I need some X-Men movies too.
X-Men probably is gonna be in the MCU now, finally.
Yeah, dude. Thank the Lord Jesus Christ.
But thing is, it's gonna be a different cast.
Yeah.
Patrick Stewart said, "Oh, I'm not gonna be in the." He was thinking about doing it, but since Logan was so good, it was so definitive for his ending, that he's gonna be like, "Oh, I'm done right there." Hugh Jackman probably too. I think that was a good send off for Wolverine.
Yeah.
Wolverine was probably the saving grace for the X-Men movies. Cause like, if you don't like X-Men movies, but you love Wolverine, like, oh, I didn't like X-Men, but like Wolverine was like the best part of that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, Wolverine. Origins or whatever wasn't a good movie, but like, oh, I like Hugh Jackman as Wolverine though still. So
Yeah.
I'm like, you know, I don't think he's gonna be coming back as Wolverine, which is sad. Tom Hardy would be a good Wolverine, I think.
Yeah.
But he's already Venom, so I don't think he's gonna be that. I can't think of anybody who can be Wolverine, because I think if you do an X-Men movie, you can't really do it without like
Exactly.
Wolverine. That's kind of a...
Yeah. I
don't know who would be a good Wolverine though. Besides Tom Hardy, I think he'd be really good, but he's already Venom.
Nah.
Well, he might be, because like the guy who played Thanos was in Deadpool 2. He was Cable and then he was Thanos.
Yeah. Yeah.
He got paid big time for that one though. Shit.
That boy's making money. Making big money.
He's been in every iconic movie. Like, what the fuck? He was in The Goonies. Just like...
Hell yeah.
Shit, dude.
Oh man. I guess Eddie was telling me, I guess like the new person for the villain for the next Avengers movies, something has to do with the Fantastic Four, I guess. Is he like Mr. Fantastic's like son or something, or something like that, grandson? I don't know.
I think it would be Galactus. I think would be a good one.
I want it to be Galactus, man.
I think that's the next big bad though.
But exactly. But no, Eddie was telling me, I guess it's like some guy who he gets in trouble with the time police or some shit.
What the heck?
No.
That's a DC thing.
No, not the time police. He is like the leader of the time police or something. Because you know how Loki like keeps going like back and forth in time or something?
Yeah.
I guess he's getting in trouble or some shit. And like the
he's
guy
still alive? What the fuck?
Yeah, apparently that's what
he's gonna be he has a Loki show, but
exactly. So I don't know. So that's what Eddie was telling me, because I was like, boy, it needs to be Galactus, like
Silver Surfer or something, dude.
Exactly.
Something powerful.
Galactus is too freaking crazy, man. He's my favorite supervillain. Like,
would you want him to look like how he does in the comics though?
Oh hell yeah. It needs to.
Yeah.
Marvel
doesn't really know how to do like Dormammu didn't look anything like he did in the comics.
Yeah. Yep.
I was like, what the heck is this? It's just like an acid trip when you watch Doctor Strange. You're like, what the? Am I on acid or something? When you're watching Doctor Strange, you're like going to different universes. Like, what the heck?
For real.
I can't wait for Doctor Strange 2 though. That one looks really good.
Yeah, it does.
It's supposed to be like a horror, the first horror one.
That's sick.
Okay, finally.
But no, I guess like, I remember seeing it briefly, or so I think I saw a video of it when Thanos challenged Galactus. Have you heard of that in the comic?
No.
And, like,
I think I've heard of it, but I don't think what
like,
happened.
Yeah, Galactus like completely like wrecks Thanos' shit.
Galactus is too powerful, dude.
He is, and then I was like, oh shit, oh my bad, my bad.
Okay.
But nah, oh man, I really need a Galactus movie.
Cause when I first watched Fantastic Four, I didn't know who Galactus was. The original Fantastic Four with like Jessica Alba or whatever as Sue.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the heck? She had fake blue eyes. I'm like, okay, take it easy, all right. Captain America has freaking what's the Heat guy's name? I forgot his name. Whatever his name is, but
yeah, they're all.
But remember, like Galactus and that thing, it was just a big cloud.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Galactus
is not a cloud. And it took him like
it's God.
12 hours just to eat the planet, even though he's halfway through it. Like oh, he's out. Oh, what the fuck?
Nah.
He would have ate that planet, dude.
That's not how it's done, dude.
But I think since Fantastic Four is gonna be in there probably would be a Galactus or
exactly.
Because I think because the original Avengers are not there anymore, except for Hulk, Thor, but like Black Widow, she died. Captain America is 80 or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who else? Hawkeye is, I don't know. He's gonna just shoot arrows at Galactus. I highly doubt it.
Hell yeah.
What's he gonna do? He's already old too. Like, what the fuck? Who else? Hulk, I guess. I don't think he doesn't look as powerful as he used to be though.
Nope.
He's just smart and just big, I guess.
That's it. He's like Beast shit, man. From
Yes,
X-Men.
I don't know. Alright. I'm pretty sure Aquaman can kick Hulk's ass now or something.
I heard Aquaman actually kills people. Is that true?
Yeah.
Like he's the only person that's actually killed people?
Aquaman, yeah, he's killed people.
That's fucking That's wild, dude. Little fish man.
Aquaman actually, I like what they did in the movie because he, the villain, like his element was actually land, not the sea, to defeat his half brother.
What?
Because most of his life he was living on the land, but he had like water powers still. But like, but Aquaman actually has like cool powers. He's really strong, bulletproof, because he can withstand the pressures of like the deepest ocean or whatever.
Oh.
So he's like bulletproof. He's really strong. In the comics, I think that his trident is actually so strong it can actually pierce Superman's skin. So if it could pierce Superman's skin, it can pretty much pierce like about anything.
Yeah.
He can command anything in the water. So he could just throw a shot especially if you're in the ocean. But he doesn't need like that much water to like kill you. He can have like that cup of water or whatever, just throw it up and use it as a sword or whatever, a water sword.
Yeah.
Kill you with that. So people think like, oh, if he's in the ocean, that's the only place he can kill you. He just needs a drop of water and he can like, do something. You can't really hit him though either. He's actually a good fighter too. You hit him, he's like the tickled. He'll just throw you out or whatever.
Is it like any kind of water or like any fluid?
Any fluid, probably, yeah.
So do you think he like mess with like people's blood?
I don't think so.
You know how like in the Avatar, like
blood bending or whatever?
Yeah, dude, that stuff's crazy.
That old lady scared the shit out of me. Remember she had like the crazy face? She's like
trippy, dude.
I was like, oh.
That's when it got kind of dark, dude.
I was like,
Avatar got pretty dark right there.
Avatar, that's
blood
like
bending.
The best Nickelodeon show.
It is by far. Hella good.
M. Night Shyamalan ruined it, but almost ruined his career. But
you're right. You're right.
M. Night Shyamalan movies are like either a hit or a miss, a complete miss, or a really good hit.
What?
There's no like in between M. Night Shyamalan movies.
Mm-hmm.
They're either like the best thing you've ever seen, or it's like, what have you done to my childhood or whatever.
Yeah.
Like those child actors in Avatar, like what the heck? I'm like, I'm pretty sure I have better acting skills than these guys.
You know what though? I was talking with Zach yesterday. Shout out to Zach. Remember Zach from Bullet?
Yeah.
He was telling me the new Sonic movie is really good. Really fucking good.
I need to see it because I was everybody was like they need to change it, so everybody needs, whoever said they need to change it needs to go see that movie.
Yeah.
Because of you, they changed the whole fucking movie. They changed the whole season. They had to change like everything about the movie. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I mean, at the very beginning, because it only took one trailer for me to be like, this is trash, this is hot garbage, get this out of here, it's gonna go straight to DVD, gonna see it at the car wash, for $4. Like, nah. But he was telling me, he saw it twice already. He's already seen it twice. I'm like, damn, last movie I saw twice was, what was that, Will Smith movie? I Am Legend? That was a good-ass movie.
That's the last movie you saw twice?
Yeah, dude.
I usually see like the Marvel movie twice.
Nah, man. I'm not gonna see a movie twice, dude. You ain't getting my money twice. Not in 2020. You ain't getting my movie twice.
You see Bad Boys?
I did see Bad Boys.
Did you like it?
I liked it. I thought it was funny.
I thought it was really good. I really liked it.
That was hella funny.
No bad reviews on that one. That was really good.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, that actually happened? Racing. Martin Lawrence is
funny, dude.
He's fat now. He's got bigger, and then Will Smith still looks like
big boys, not bad boys.
Will Smith still looks ripped as hell.
Yeah, but
I'm like, oh man,
no.
He still looks like the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I'm like, shit, dude. He still looks like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
I didn't know that Will Smith. I guess he was a rapper first.
Yeah,
and then an actor.
Yeah.
But some people say I can't remember what he was an actor. No. I guess he did both at the same time first.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
But
right when he was like doing like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah.
His most popular song is probably still the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air theme song.
Yeah.
Which is probably the best theme song I've ever.
It's undisputed, undefeated.
Like, can you name a better theme song? No, you can't exactly. See? You
can't, dude.
There's no better theme song than the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air theme song.
No.
It's so catchy. It's
undefeated.
Yeah.
It talks about Philly. Shout out Philly, man.
In West Philadelphia, he's born and raised.
Yeah, dude. Oh man, I love that show.
On B-Boy, he spent most of his days, you know, shoot some people. You know, these guys were up to no good. Shooting.
Yeah, man, that was me, dude.
And I'm like, movie, yeah, you not go Bel Air. When I go to Bel Air, I'm like, shit, I don't need to go to Bel Air. Shit, you can't even see any houses out there, dude. Gated community over there.
I know, man. They got like high ass fences and shit. Like, fuck. Whatever. I didn't want to see your stupid house anyway. Get out of here.
My cousin wanted to go to Bel Air for like Florida, or they came over and they wanted to see Bel Air, but I'm like, I can't really see anything in Bel Air.
Yeah.
Worth of interest.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the house, there's a fence. Yeah, that's it. The stores, you're not gonna buy anything in the stores. Minimum is like $250.
Too bougie.
I'm like, fuck that shit. I'm not gonna go to Bel Air. Nothing in Bel Air does see.
There's a lot of hype beasts over there, man. Hype beasts. You know, wear Supreme and all that.
Shit.
They wear Bape.
Oh, you said you're into Godzilla. Do you see the Godzilla movie?
The newest one?
Yeah.
I liked it.
You like it?
Oh, wait. That's the one where... Oh, my God. There's way too much talking, huh? Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Oh, man. The minute the monster started fighting, I was like, here we go. This is what I wanted to see, you know? But god damn. Who's that?
Millie Bobby Brown?
Millie. I was like,
Stranger
look, I love you in Stranger Things, but you need to, like, not be...
You need to be more like in Stranger Things, don't talk.
Yeah, exactly.
You need to be more like in Stranger Things, just don't talk.
I know it's not your fault. Your role was fine, it was perfect, you slayed it, whatever.
Yeah.
But Godzilla does not need a plot like that. It fucking doesn't. It's
think
like wrestling. You're there
one.
for the action.
Yeah.
That's it.
At least he was in it more than the first one, because in the first one he was in there for like 20 minutes of the movie. I'm like, what is this? I want to see Godzilla. I don't want to see everybody else.
Those fights though were so good.
Yeah.
Every single one of them. For the first Godzilla, the second Godzilla, the new ones, so good.
I can't wait for the next one. They're doing King Kong versus Godzilla.
Yeah.
I'm like,
big
ooh.
movie. I've been waiting for that for like 20 years.
They're finally giving
it.
it. The thing is, they haven't done any trailers, any press, any sneak peeks about it. I'm like, because I would have heard about it, because I'm like on the channels about like, everybody would be talking about it if
exactly
they did even like a sneak peek of it or something.
They act like it's a government secret. Like, come on.
Isn't it supposed to come? It's supposed to come out this year, I think.
Yeah.
And like, I heard nothing about it.
Oh man, I love Godzilla. But a couple of the monsters in the new one, I didn't really care for. I never really liked Rodan.
Mothra.
Yeah, I don't really care for Mothra.
I was like, I never even seen these characters. I'm like, shit.
Rodan was like a pretty big character,
Mm-hmm.
and during the first movies, but I never really cared for it. It's just a fucking pterodactyl. I don't give a shit about it. I don't give a damn about it.
Jurassic Park did it better.
Pretty much. The biggest, oh man, the biggest villains I love in Godzilla are Destroya. A lot of people love Destroya. It's like this like big, like, I don't even know how you can describe it. It almost looks like a dragon, evil, like deity, like weird demon. That has like, I guess like a thing in the middle where he like can manipulate like oxygen, like you know, like
what the heck?
Crazy as hell.
How do you think Godzilla and like King Kong meet though? Like, do you think Godzilla just goes there and like?
When was the first time? Because they already made a Godzilla versus King Kong movie, but it was like late, like 70s,
like the end of like the
70s,
yeah,
60s, something like that.
But this one's gonna be, you know, like good CGI, good graphics and all that stuff.
Yeah, Godzilla's.
King Kong, I think
real, like,
King Kong was actually better. The newest one was better than Godzilla, I think.
Yeah.
But I can't wait. I really want to see Godzilla versus King Kong. Two titans going at each other.
Well, the last King Kong was the one with Jack Black, wasn't it? The newest one?
No, I think that was.
They made another one after that?
The 2005 one you're talking about?
Yeah.
No, they made a new one with Brie Larson.
When was that?
2016, 17, around there.
Was it good?
I liked it.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet.
They changed it. They changed the style of it. So he's not really in New York anymore. He's actually like in his own island or whatever. And that's where that's the movie where they explain there's other monsters.
Oh, okay.
They like tease that there's other monsters, and that's what leads into Godzilla.
Ooh.
So that's when we first see like, oh, there actually is other monsters. There's actually Mothra. There's actually Godzilla or whatever.
The Jack Black one sucked, man. That was stupid.
That's the one they have at Universal. So that's kind of weird because they have like that 3D thing at Universal, and we already have another Godzilla. I'm like, okay, you know.
Should revamp that at least. Should.
Looks kind of weird, like, but I really like I like the action of King Kong, the new one. Yeah, I think it was either 2016 or 2017. No later than that. It was really good. Brie Larson was in it. She was the one who played Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
I forgot the guy's name. Tom Hiddleston, who played a Loki. He was in it as well. I'm like, what the heck, Marvel? Like, these Marvel guys are in here. Samuel Jackson was in it.
Oh, not bad. Samuel Jackson's in everything. He slays every single part he's in. But...
Yeah. That's the funny. Remember in Ted 2? He's like, have you seen any movie? Have you seen any movie ever? Yeah, he's the black guy in it. Wow. Which basically is 90% true.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you think about it, Samuel Jackson is in every successful franchise. Star Wars, Marvel.
Quentin Tarantino, man.
Exactly. So he's in every he's the only one who has a purple lightsaber in all the movies or whatever.
Which I still think they did him dirty, dude.
He's the one who wanted it though.
Oh, I guess. Oh.
Because he's Mark Hamill's well, Samuel Jackson gets to have a purple lightsaber because he's Samuel Jackson.
Oh, hell yeah.
And it says badass motherfucker on the actual lightsaber.
Yeah.
His lightsaber, he's like, that's the one I have.
That's badass.
Because he's Samuel Jackson, that's why he has a purple lightsaber.
Damn, I did not know that.
Yeah, he's the one who actually wanted a purple lightsaber.
That's cool.
And of course, you're not going to not give Samuel Jackson a purple lightsaber. He's like, I want you in my movie. We need a black guy in the movie, so here's your purple lightsaber.
Was that the first one, though?
I think he said he wanted it because, you know how in the prequels there's a whole bunch of lightsabers going on around? He's like, I want to see myself when there's a whole bunch of people fighting. I want to see myself. Oh, there's a purple lightsaber. There I am.
True.
That's
pretty clever, too. Huh.
Imagine a black lightsaber. Oh, a black lightsaber. That'd be cool. Or
that'd be crazy.
A white lightsaber. I don't think I've seen anybody have that.
There is, in the games at least.
Is there orange? I saw
There's orange too. Yeah.
What the heck?
Orange, white,
yellow. What the heck?
Yellow. Well, I know in the games
Rey's the only one in the live action thing has had a yellow.
Cause blue, if you have a blue one, that means you're a Jedi Knight.
Yeah.
If you're green, it's Jedi Master.
Yeah.
But yellow is actually a Jedi Sentinel.
So that means Ben Kenobi was not a Jedi Master.
I guess not. Or no.
Because he never had a green one.
Yeah. What? He was though.
But I heard that
he was Obi-Wan, he was a Jedi Master.
But he had a blue one, so he wasn't. He had a baby, you know.
Maybe he just never.
I don't think he was as good as Luke Skywalker. I think the master was probably Yoda. Yoda's probably the master or whatever.
Yeah.
But Ben Kenobi never. I don't think he's. If I'm correct, I don't think he ever read any the Jedi books or whatever.
I don't think so.
So I think
did they ever refer to him as Master Kenobi?
I don't think so.
Master Obi-Wan. I don't think so.
Well, he's like, I haven't heard that name in years. No one's been calling that in years. Who's that? Oh, that's actually me though. What the fuck? I can't. Ewan McGregor is gonna be Obi-Wan Kenobi, which I'm excited for.
Mm-hmm.
He's a good actor. Everything he's been in. He was recently in a Harley Quinn movie. He was really good in. He was phenomenal in Doctor Sleep, the sequel to The Shining, which I think is. I don't know how they did that as a sequel to The Shining, and it was actually really good. There was only 4 people in the theater though.
Jesus.
Did I tell you that one?
No.
Yeah, it was. It was for Friends game that we're gonna do, and I think Joseph got confused. And he's like, "Oh, are we gonna still do the thing today?" I'm like, "Oh no, it's tomorrow or whatever." He's like, "Oh, you still want to hang out or whatever?" I'm like, "Sure." He's like, "You want to go to the movies?" I'm like, "I guess." It was 8 something. He's like, "Oh, you want to go see Doctor Sleep?" So we went to go see Doctor Sleep, in Anaheim Hills or whatever, and it was just me and Joseph in the theater. I thought it was gonna be okay, there's gonna be other people in the theater. Just me and Joseph, and then another couple in the row behind us.
Hell yeah!
I'm like, what the heck? What is going on here? That's only happened to me once where no one else is in the theater. It was for like a John Cena movie. It was just me, my grandma, my mom, and John Cena movie.
What the hell?
I was like, no one else is here.
You might not try something funny, Joseph.
I'm like, what the? That's the thing. I'm like, oh, what? It's kind of weird when it's just there's no one else in the theater besides a couple. I'm like, what the heck is? And they're like right, like here's us, and then they're like right there, like right behind. Like there's a whole other thing, and of course they're like right behind us. Like what the fuck?
You dude.
But it was actually a really good movie. I think it was Ian McGregor was actually really good. He did an American accent, so he was actually good at American accent. But I think he was like the best part of the prequels. I think that's why everybody's excited that he's gonna be Obi-Wan again. I think they're doing a show or something. I don't know if they're doing a movie. But I think they're doing a show with him as Ben Kenobi. It's pretty cool. So I can't remember that.
Yeah.
And he's actually really good with the lightsaber. I'm like shit. So I think the original movies were not good with the story was good, but the fight scenes were not as good. And then the newer movies, like, especially with the new trilogy, the lightsaber scenes were actually really good.
Yeah.
Like the one with Rey and Kylo Ren
yeah, that was good.
Like,
for the one,
the last Skywalker, I think, or some shit like that.
Yeah.
When they were fighting Snoke.
Reds.
Yeah, the Reds. That was like one of the best lightsaber scenes I've ever seen. I was like, not as good as the Darth Vader scene, but I was like, that's what I want to see, like people using the lightsaber like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's see. Oh, okay. Yeah, so we'll have
edit that in post.
edit that in post. Time is it? Not yet. It probably won't come out until by Thursday. Not yet. But I think that's about more than an hour. It's pretty good. Probably do this again.
Big move.
It'll probably be on Rodney's too. I've been telling Rodney like we need to do a collab podcast.
Yeah, man.
But I wanna hopefully we can do one with like all the boys, like a big ensemble podcast. Should be really fun.
Hella dumb.
Cause every time we like, remember when we went to the Chinese restaurant, we couldn't stop dying laughing.
Stop lying, dude. I'm too funny, man.
What was it? You, me,
got too many jokes.
Eddie, and who else was it?
Joseph.
Joseph, yeah. Every time we always go out, it's like, I always die laughing.
Dude, we always make the dumbest fucking jokes, man.
When we went to Buffalo Wild Wings, remember all of it? All the funny people from like Fun Picks?
Yeah, man. Too funny, all of us, man. Andrew, Aldo, we all have jokes, man. We're a bunch of clowns.
I need to invite Aldo on as well.
Lieutenant Aldo Rains.
Aldo, who else?
Aldo the Apache.
Andrew Arestagui. He has like the best last name. Like, I wish I had a last name like that. Arestagui. I always sound like, dude, you have like the best last name. Well, Joseph, Jose, Henry.
Oh man, I remember Henry, man. He was too
Eddie.
funny.
Yeah. Michael's pretty funny too.
That was hilarious.
Because you wouldn't expect, like, if you first meet him, like, you know. And then he's actually really funny. Like, he tells you stories of what he used to do. I'm like, what? Michael, what do you do? What the heck?
Oh man.
He knows all these famous people. I'm like, what the heck?
Mm-hmm.
And you like know famous people who you work with, like Michael Bay, he said.
Yeah, man. Rap, hip hop artist.
Like, shit. I need to get the YouTube crowd. I need to go to VidCon this year. I want to go.
I've never been to VidCon, but I don't know, man. I don't follow YouTube as much as I used to. Because I'm into like a lot of the gaming YouTubers. Not like the streams and all that bullshit, but like the people that actually like make, you know, like funny content, video games. Like they review like the, you know, the stupid games. Not like the popular ones, like, you know.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Like, JonTron. Well, he doesn't do them anymore. He does, like, a lot of weird stuff now. But, who else?
I follow a lot of podcasters now, like comedian podcasters. I want to see how they do. Top one is Joe Rogan's podcast.
Yeah. Stay woke and shit.
He does like freaking 5-hour podcasts.
H3H3 is funny, man. Ethan Klein is hilarious.
Yeah.
I watched H3H3 for the longest time.
That's the only podcasting where I see people actually wearing their clothes. Like when I was working at Knott's, I would actually see people with the Teddy Fresh jackets and all that stuff.
Yeah. I'm
like, I don't see anybody wearing like any other like YouTube merch or anything.
Mm-hmm.
H3H3 is like the one where I see like everybody wearing. I'm like, that's pretty cool jacket, like the pink and purple or whatever. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And it's different too, because a lot of people are like, oh, I just want to do, you know, make it cool, but they made it like different, whatever. Bright colors.
Yeah.
No one really has a shirt with like bright colors or anything like that. So it's the beanies and all that stuff.
Him and his damn beanies. iDubbbz is funny too, man.
Yeah.
iDubbbz is super controversial, but hilarious, man.
These, the best one was with Papa John, when they did one with Papa John. I was like, oh man, they had the Papa on, dude.
Papa.
All the controversy, I'm like, dude. And when I went to Papa John's, I'm like, man, the pizza's not good at all.
Nah, pizza's ass, man. It's been ass.
And it was when Papa left, he's like, he was rating the pizzas that he got things from Papa John's, and he was like rating the pizza, you know. He's like, yeah, this is, he has that thing of like 1 through 10. And 10 is like being the best, and all these pizzas were like an 8, a 7. But, like when I got my pizza, and there was like barely any pepperoni, and I'm like,
this is even pepperoni pizza?
I'm like, what the heck? I just ordered cheese pizza.
I ordered his ass, man. I hate it.
That's just Papa's rich though, so he's like, I'm good.
Yeah, of course he is, dude.
He still owns a part of the company though, but he dumped another. I mean, he just earned another 10 million or some shit like that from selling his stock.
Shit.
So, he's not a billionaire, but he's from what he sold 450 million worth of shares.
God damn.
So he's like, yeah, I'm doing pretty good. You don't need to worry about me. He's gonna start a podcast. I'm gonna watch that one too.
He is?
Yeah.
Oh my
Pizza
God.
podcast.
Oh shit, man.
The Papa dude?
Hey,
just
retire, dude. Just eat some fucking pizza.
Yeah, I think he's gonna invest in other companies.
I would, yeah.
He's like, he didn't deny. Ethan was like, oh, are you gonna what do you think about Domino's and Pizza Hut? Would you ever do a collab? He's like, you know, it's not out of the realm. It's not out. You know, the way he was saying it made it seem like he might actually have like an ongoing deal with like maybe Domino's or Pizza Hut or whatever.
Uh-huh.
So I'm like, shit, he might imagine Papa joining like freaking Domino's and shit.
That's like the Sprint guy, dude. He's being Verizon.
Shit, dude. I think it's a good place to end it. I'm not gonna be like Joe Rogan doing 3-hour podcasts.
Oh yeah, fuck that, dude.
Well, if it's interesting, but I'll just watch it like half and half. But I think it's a good place to end it. I don't know how I need to figure out how to end it, but
this is your boy, Freak. Check me out on SoundCloud. Check me out on Instagram. My handle is Freak the Defiled. Subscribe to this podcast right here. Up and coming.
So hopefully we get some good views on this one. I need to put the word out on this one.
Playing to go off on, dude.
Probably the next one will probably be with Ronnie. Probably go on his podcast later too. He's gonna be starting one too soon. So I think that one's gonna be pretty good too. Pretty good. So
a couple ones going on.
Yep. Hope we do a ensemble one.